Hello, everybody. Welcome to Black Lotus Oracle. This will be a reading for Aquarius. Uh, 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 Aquarius. All right, let's get into it. It's a quickie reading. I'm going to choose one of each. It's funny how Girl Interrupted is here. I was just watching this again with like a different type of perspective. And the first time I read this book was in the 8th grade when I was experiencing my own sort of mental interruptions. And this time I really viewed the characters in like a way where I actually understood each one of them because like a part of me could see some of the people in my life being some of these characters, and a part of me can see myself in these people too. You know what I mean? There are levels to interruption. Are you interrupted? You know, society likes to label, they like to throw the label, the crazy label on people so easily when people are misunderstood. And before the Winona Ryder character gets, well, her parents send her to this, you know what, this is gonna be it. For some reason, this card spoke to me. So, her parents send her to this mental institution, but it's top tier. It's not like an asylum where everybody sleeps in straitjackets and there's styrofoam on the walls type of thing. Um, and so they put her in a cab and they send her off. And the cab driver is like, "So what did you do?" And she says, "Well, I'm just sad." And he's like, "Well, everybody's a little sad. I mean, like, what did you actually do?" And she said, "I took a bottle of aspirin," and she washed it down with, like, I don't know, maybe vodka or something like that. So, like, she attempted to commit suicide with the aspirin and yada, yada, yada. And so that's why her parents, like, sent her away to this institution. But she's very normal. You know what I mean? It's normal to go through the bouts of depression, go through the bouts of sadness. And in reality, the more she's in the institution, the more she actually thinks she's crazy. But nothing is wrong with her. And so the Whoopi Goldberg character, um, basically, Winona, somewhere in the movie, has a mental breakdown. She stops functioning. And the Whoopi Goldberg character, who is like the head nurse of the institution, picks her up and drops her into this bath of water. And she tells Winona, "Snap out of it. There's nothing wrong with you." And then the Winona character starts acting way out of character and says some like racially derogatory stuff and like basically undermine and insults the Whoopi character. And the Whoopi character is like, basically in so many words, like, just snap out of it. You're acting crazier than what you actually are. There's nothing wrong with you. Stop acting as though there's something wrong with you. It's like there's the only thing that's wrong with you is that you're lazy and that you're spoiled and that you don't have any goals, or you don't want to have any purpose. And then the one Winona character also has like this little boyfriend character who tries to break her out of the institution. And he says, "There's nothing wrong with you. You're not like these other people. Just come run away with me. I have $5,000. I'm going to move. Instead of getting drafted, I'm going to go to Canada. Just come with me." And she's like, "No, I have friends here. And I actually have something wrong with me. And I'm not normal." You know what I mean? Okay, so let's get into it. So, perhaps someone is having an existential crisis. They don't know if there's something wrong with them. They don't know if they're normal. They're just disillusioned. Someone is going through an existential crisis, I feel like. Okay, give us a card for Aquarius. Queen of Cups in reverse. Yeah, okay. Let's look at this in a art analytical way. Look at the colors, look at the brush strokes. I think this is, oh, it says it at the top. Henry Matisse, one of my favorite contemporary artists. He's an expressionist. So you get the expression. Her expression is, I would say, melancholy, right? The Queen of Cups in the upright is usually someone who's intuitive, emotionally mature, loving, caring, sort of a mother figure, nurturing. She could be very creative. Uh, Her presence is alluring, but not in a sexual way. It's like she could be very gravitational in this very moon-like nature. Um, so we have the colors, like the color separation to me is like mental, just in regards to the girl interrupted. It's like mental fragmentation. Sometimes you feel the blues, sometimes you feel the pinks, sometimes you feel all of these different things. So I feel like someone is emotionally overwhelmed because they can't make all of the colors blend together. The colors are so fragmented. So the feelings are fragmented, which leaves you in this sort of Queen of Cups in the reverse. Needy, emotionally sort of desolate. It's like, yeah, your identity, it's like an identity, it's an existential crisis. Who are you without the social group? I feel like someone really doesn't know. Um, it's like someone knows in their heart right from wrong. They have morals, they have standards, they have. It's like their intuition leads them to the right things, but your intentions might be right and your heart might be in the right place, but it doesn't matter when the actions are saying something else. And because your identity is so caught up in the group dynamics, you end up doing the things that go against who you are as a person because you haven't yet developed a spine, a self identity. Hence, here goes the existential crisis. But if these colors weren't so fragmented, so blotched, so splashed, you would be able to make things blend quite effortlessly, and you'd be able to set the boundaries of, I'm not going to do this, I will do this. I don't need to be in here just to fit in. The self identity would be easier to maintain if you truly knew who you were. And that is the crisis here. So, a lot of people, I always say, a lot of people need to spend time with themselves. Social isolation, there's nothing wrong with it. In order to really align ourselves or with God or with whatever it is that you believe in. I'm not the type of person who says, like, I do believe in that, I don't believe in that, you shouldn't follow this, you shouldn't believe in God, you should follow Buddha, you should follow, I believe that people should do what works for them, for their mental health, for their spiritual health. If you believe in Jesus, if you believe in God, if you believe in Buddha, if you believe in Allah, if you believe in nature, if you believe in the sun, if you believe in whatever, if you're an atheist, that's completely fine by me. Just be a good person. Don't hurt people, don't sacrifice people, don't thump your religious views in people's face and say whatever you believe is wrong. We're people, we're human beings experiencing the human experience. I was just thinking of this, right? If we, diversity is a beautiful thing. Diversity gives us the option of exploring different cultures, exploring different philosophies, exploring all of the different things that make us truly beautiful as human beings. If we were all one thing, it would be like eating cardboard every day. There's no taste, there's no texture, there's no, it's like eating a certain amount of protein infused cardboard. If we were all just one religion, all just one race, all just one belief system, it would be boring. I mean, I'm a foodie, so it's like, if we didn't have different cultures, we wouldn't have different foods. I would be really upset. I would cry because I'm like, damn, I love Indian food. Um, I love Grecian food. I love Italian food. I love African food. I love Nigerian food. I love South African food. I love all these different things, all these different cultures, all the stew ingredients that makes us a big pot of diffusing flavors that is humanity. It's beautiful. So find a way to infuse yourself by isolating yourself and learning how to love yourself so that you don't get caught up in the bullshitteries that are other lost, soulless beings. That is what I'm trying to say for you, Aquarius. Thank you so much for tuning in.